Sacco and Felice, New York and New Jersey's premier attorneys at law. Their team brings decades of experience across a wide range of practice areas. Whatever life brings, they're your legal team. From everyday matters to complex cases, they've got you covered with the experience you need and the results you want. Because when life gets complicated, they make it simple. SaccoFelice.com. SACCOFILLAS.com. 2 C's, 2 L's.
Excuse me! Taxi!
Come on, what are you doing? This is the 77 WABC minicast.
With us today is Gordon Chang, and one smart guy. There's nobody better knowing about what's going on in the Far East than Gordon Chang. And Gordon, there's so many problems in the world, and we haven't talked about China lately. We haven't talked about the Far East lately. There's several subjects coming up. The Birthright bill it's mostly focused, I guess, on China because of what they're doing. Give us a report what you think is happening.
Well, certainly Chinese parties are engaging in birthright tourism into the United States. And they primarily do this through the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas, which has visa-free entry into that territory, which is essentially a part of the United States, because although it's technically sovereign, it has a compact relationship with the U.S. Now, Congress has known for quite some time that this visa entry provision allows birth tourism, but hasn't done anything about it. So this is something that we can do quite easily. Certainly, eliminating the visa-free entry is a lot easier than amending the 14th Amendment to the Constitution.
Well, tell us, how would you do it?
I would just say that there is no visa-free entry for Chinese nationals into any part of the United States or the compact states. This is easy for us to do. Once we do that, we eliminate most of the birth tourism, not all of it. Now, of course, somebody can show up in San Francisco or New York and overstay, but that is not the main part of the problem. Of course, we should be vigilant about everybody who enters the United States.
Understood. I remember back a few years ago, me and you were on the radio in that time, when 20,000 Chinese entered from the southern border. Whatever happened to those people?
That's a great question, because they were not tracked when they entered during the Biden administration. We know that the sleeper cells have been activated. So, for instance, on March 10th, a couple planted a bomb at the visitor center, or near the visitor center of MacDill Air Force Base in Florida. And fortunately, the device did not go off, but this has all the hallmarks of a Ministry of State Security operation. Now, there are others in the United States that we know of. And one other thing, John, it's almost certain that there is a third Chinese biological weapons facility in the United States. We've discovered 2 of them, one in Ridley, California, and the other in Las Vegas. But from what we learned in Las Vegas, it's clear that there is a third facility which we don't know where the location is. There can be others as well. And so this should be the top priority of the FBI. And the FBI should be asking the American people for tips. That's how we found out about Ridley. That's how we found out about Las Vegas. The FBI should be alerting the American public and asking for information.
Understood. What else would you like to talk about on Holy Thursday?
Well, China's attack on religion has intensified with a raid recently. This has been something that Xi Jinping has been doing throughout his tenure, but especially in the last couple of years, we've seen more and more raids on Christian churches in China. This is an existential problem for the Communist Party because the Christians are fervent. They believe. They don't want to be in opposition to the party by and large, but the party has made them enemies. So as we approach Easter, you have to remember that Christians are under unrelenting assault in China.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Well, Gordon Chang, thank you so much for coming in on this Thursday evening. Maybe we can talk again in the next couple of days.
Thank you so much, John, and happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Listen to this podcast now
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Why is the middle class shrinking? Why are people facing an affordability crisis while marginalized individuals called informals grow in numbers? Join me as I travel the world, speaking with people living in invisibility, the leaders working to solve it, and uncovering the hard truths shaping our economy and daily reality.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.